Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will uncover the magical evolution of children's mind through all the 4 stages of cognitive development. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Our journey to this chaotic but very fascinating world begins with sensorimotor stage. According to Jean Piaget, the sensorimotor stage lasts from birth to about 2 years of age. In this stage of cognitive development, infants construct an understanding of the world, coordinating sensory experiences with physical and motor actions. Hence, the term sensorimotor. At the beginning of this stage, newborns have little more than reflexes. At the end of sensorimotor stage, 2 years old can produce very complex sensorimotor patterns and can use primitive symbols as well. Piaget divided the sensorimotor stage into 6 stages, which are simple reflexes, first habit and primary circular reactions, secondary circular reactions, tertiary circular reaction, novelty and curiosity, and internalization of schemes. The detail of all these substages is the subject of another video, but for now just know that sensorimotor substage is further subdivided into all these stages. Then next on our journey is pre-operational stage, which according to Piaget lasts from approximately 2 to 7 years of age. In this stage, children begin to represent the world with words, images and drawings. They form stable concepts and begin to reason. And yes, it is this stage where our young's cognitive world is dominated by egocentrism and magical thinking. Because Piaget called this stage pre-operational, some people take it like an unimportant waiting period. But wait, not exactly. The label was basically devised to emphasize that the child doesn't yet perform operations, which means they are yet unable to perform all the reversible mental actions that allow them to do mentally what before they could do only physically. For example, adding and subtracting numbers mentally is an example of operations. This stage is the beginning of the ability to reconstruct in thought what has already been performed in the physical world. This stage again can be divided into 2 further substages, the symbolic function substage and intuitive thought substage. In symbolic function substage, the young child gains this ability to mentally represent an object that is not actually present in front of them, though their thought still has some important limitations like, egocentrism and animism. Here, egocentrism is this inability of the child to distinguish between his or her own perspective to someone else's, while animism is this belief of theirs that inanimate objects do also have lifelike qualities and they also are capable of action. The second substage of pre-operational thought is intuitive thought substage, where children begin to use primitive reasoning and they start to question all sort of things, and also at the same time they want to know the answers to all sort of questions as well. It is at this substage that they want to know why things are the way they are. One of the limitations of pre-operational thought is centration, which means children center their attention to only one characteristic of the object, even to the exclusion of all others. As we progress, we enter the concrete operational stage. It is in this stage where children start to reason logically, as long as this reasoning thing can be applied to specific or concrete examples. But how do you know that a child has reached this concrete operational stage? Piaget said that the children who have reached this concrete operational stage exhibit some very important abilities like classification, segregation, and transitivity. Last but not the least is formal operational stage, the realm of abstract thinking. Here, adolescents are no longer limited to actual concrete experiences as anchor for thoughts. They can conjure up make-believe situations, abstract propositions, and events that are purely hypothetical in nature. And this abstract quality of thinking during formal operational stage is quite evident in adolescents' verbal problem solving ability. Another indication of abstract quality of adolescent thought processes is their increased tendency to think about thought itself. At this stage, children also use hypothetical deductive reasoning as well, which means they develop hypotheses about ways to solve a problem and then systemically deduce the best path to solve the problem. Though Piaget's theory sparked a revolution in understanding how children learn and grow, yet modern research has brought new insights and critiques about some of the aspects of his theory. For example, like some argue that development isn't as rigidly stage-based as Piaget proposed. It is also believed that he has underestimated the abilities of young minds. Others have noted that some abilities can, emerge earlier than Piaget thought, and vice versa. Some critics have also argued about timing and cultural influences on transitions between stages. Yet, despite all these challenges, we owe him a tremendous debt. Piaget was the founder of present, field of cognitive development, and he has developed a long list of masterful concepts which have a very enduring power and fascination. We also owe him this current vision of children as active and constructive thinker. So, to conclude, we can say that Piaget was a genius when it came to observing children, and his ideas have changed the game of cognitive development. There you have it, the awe-inspiring journey through Piaget's stages of cognitive development. If you found this exploration into evolving minds of children intriguing, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more such content. Until next time, keep marveling at the world of cognitive development.